I'm Howie Hawkins, the Green Party candidate for Governor of New York, and I'm here today to introduce my running mate for Lieutenant Governor. And we're running this campaign because there are life or death issues people in New York face. Access to health care. We want a single-payer public health insurance system. The climate emergency. We want 100% clean energy by 2030 and an end to this frack gas infrastructure, because that's what the science says we need to do to avert catastrophic climate change. We have poor people and poverty kills. We know that people of color have tended to have lower life expectancies than other people, and now we got white working class life expectancies going down because people are economically insecure and there's too much poverty. These are life or death issues, but the issue we're here today to emphasize is education. Because without an education, you can't have a full life. Just understand what's going on around you. And Andrew Cuomo has been terrible on education. First of all, he won't pay for it. He's in the courts fighting parents, students, and community people from high poverty school districts who are trying to get the sound basic education they were promised. And he's not funding it. He's over $4 billion behind the Foundation Aid formula. And he's in court fighting people trying to get their money. But funding is just a half of it. Schools in New York State are more segregated than schools in Mississippi. And he's doing nothing about that. And if one reform is improve the education for the students at the bottom on the standardized tests, it's desegregated integrated schools. That has closed the achievement gap and also improved the education for all the students in terms of leadership, creativity, and other qualities. And then he's bought into this high-stakes testing, which narrows the curriculum, dumbs it down, ranks the schools, and predictably the high-poverty schools end up low on the scores, and he used that to justify their privatization and turn them over to these charter schools that his hedge fund campaign contributors are investing in. So this is a huge issue, and if there's one issue on which Andrew Cuomo is vulnerable, it's education. So we're here at Union Square, the site of many labor demonstrations over the years, and my running mate is a teacher, a leader in the teachers union, an activist in the rank and file movement, and I'm a Teamster. So you're going to have a teacher and a Teamster on an independent labor ticket standing up for the regular working folks in New York. And Gia Lee, who's running for Lieutenant Governor, has been a teacher for 17 years. Her caucus movement of rank and file educators ran her for UFT president last year. So we're going to get a lot of teacher votes from that. She's a leader in the opt-out movement. And I wanted nothing more than to run with a teacher, and I've got a teacher who's a leader in all these movements dealing with all these problems I just described, and that's Gia Lee, so I couldn't be happier or ask for anything more for a running mate. So Gia.
Yeah, Gia.
Thank you all so much for coming out. I'm super honored to be running as a nominee candidate for Lieutenant Governor with the Green Party. I can't tell you right now, I'm a proud New York City public school teacher and member of my union, the United Federation of Teachers, and even more so with the movement of rank and file educators. I'm also a public school parent, so I've worn many different hats as a New York City resident, citizen, and a member of the New York State Green Party. I feel strongly that, as many of you probably already have been feeling, that a lot of decisions have already been made for us. Have you all felt that?
Yeah.
Right? And aren't we supposed to be living, and this is what I teach my students, in what's called a representative democracy?
Yeah.
But does it feel like it's been a representative democracy?
No.
So big problem. Yes, we can talk about all the issues around education, but one of the major problems is the process. We have a very rigged system here that we're dealing with. So I feel like I'm at odds as an educator, a public school educator, telling my students about the kind of democracy that we supposedly live in, but the reality is that we don't have any choice. We don't have any decisions at our fingertips. I am absolutely appalled at the lack of decision making. The lack of decision making on the part of regular citizens. As we all know, most decisions are made behind closed doors, and that includes decisions that have to do with our air, our water that we drink and use every day, our educational system, down to every single thing. We don't have a choice. Yet, the two major parties that come up at odds carry the greatest weight. If we're truly representative democracy, we need a party for the people. And that is the Green Party. Within the borders of New York State, we're supposedly one of the wealthiest. We supposedly have some of the highest per pupil spending in the entire nation. However, if you look a little more closely, you'll find that within New York State, we are the highest in terms of income disparity. And what that means is you have high pockets of poverty and high pockets of wealth. The 1% in Manhattan, where we're standing, makes the 1% makes 45 times more than the 99%. And if you look at our public school systems, we're getting such atrocious budget cuts where we can't even make basic fundamental fixes to our buildings, let alone have the resources to carry the weight of all the incredible needs of our students. These burdens are being placed on people like me. So I will say right now, people have told me, why are you getting into politics? Teaching, you're a teacher. Actually, if at any time, this is the most political profession of our time. And so, as a public school teacher and parent, I say this is how we all need to rise. I'm watching waves of strikes happening all across the country by teachers. It's coming here. All of the crippling deficits are coming to our state. It doesn't matter that we have a Democrat in office. He's no Democrat. He's no governor for the people. He's a governor for the 1%. And that means that our students who represent the 99% are going to suffer. And so I'm calling for what all of us want for our students are fully funded, equitable public schools. We want to call out the racist institutional system and say we want to end zero-tolerance policies in our schools. We want full autonomy in our public schools. Educators need to be able to teach our students. We should not be teaching to the text at all. And I don't care what the mayor says. He is defying everything that has to do with decency when he lies about parents' rights to opt out of the New York State test. Parents have all rights to do so. And also not letting families know about their rights to a fully funded education system. We need to uncover all of the lies, and we need to take back our public schools, and this can only be done with the Party for the People, and that's why I'm proud to be running with Howie Hawkins and the Green Party as candidate for the nominee of the Lieutenant Governor. Thank you very much. Do you guys have questions for me? Yeah, we have a meeting that's happening right now at Mercy Bar. We all want to head over there and talk some more. Happy to do that. It's actually a space I'm much more comfortable in. It's great. The rain suddenly stopped for us, didn't it? Yeah. It's really nice.
Gia,
Yes.
what do you say to people who say, well, New York State already spends more per student than any other state? You know, like everything's, like, how can you ask for more, right? What do you say to critics who say something like that?
Well, they might say the average per pupil spending is higher, but when you look at places by district, the poor districts actually, the cost per pupil has gone significantly down. For example, in rich districts upstate, students might be getting somewhere up to like $15,000 per pupil. You come down to New York City, go to poor district to $7,000, and then you have to dig a little deeper and look at how is that money being spent. Because when you use testing and sorting and ranking, right, educational attainment, you have punished schools being labeled as turnaround by the state. Outside agencies come in to basically tell the school what they're doing wrong. They're imposed with a bunch of sanctions that teachers can't take it. A lot of them leave. Families are sent letters saying your school's failing, you have other options. That is a recipe for disaster and destruction. Basically shut those schools down, and what comes in is a charter school. Charter schools are brought in, and with that goes all of our tax dollars that could have been funneled into our public schools to actually make them better.
Gia, last question. You know, across the country, teachers have been going on wildcat strikes for better education. How do you see your candidacy as connecting to that nationwide movement? And what do you have to say to those teachers as someone who's running for office now?
Well, actually, I've had the great fortunate opportunity to meet with a lot of the teachers from West Virginia, who were the rank and filers in charge of organizing these wildcat strikes, from Oklahoma, from Kentucky, and Arizona. We met, and what they say, I can tell you that New York City public school teachers can totally connect to, is the consistent and very purposeful cutting of our budgets and resources, and putting on a lot of pressure onto the parents of the schools who are working double time to raise the funds to make basic arts programs and other programs. And now educators are under this ridiculous accountability system. And so with all of these impositions, but there's been zero accountability at the State House. Zero accountability at the State House, all on the teachers, all on the students. And I feel them when they say they've had enough. They are angry, and they are not going to take it anymore. And that's why these wildcat strikes have even pushed their union leadership back to the bargaining tables, right? Rank and filers are literally in ground zero, working with their students. They are seeing their crippling infrastructure. They are seeing their students being punished because our elected officials would rather give funds and funnel it back to the 1%. And enough is enough. I'm an angry educator. And we've had enough. I'm not going to cower down. I'm not going to be passive about it anymore. We're going to fight for our students. We're going to fight for our community public schools. Thank you. Thank you.
Gia! Where can people find out about the campaign? Where can people find out about the campaign?
If people want to find out more about our platform and how to get involved in the campaign, even give us a little money, they go to howiehawkins.org, and it's easy to navigate around the site. You find all the information you need. And just to follow up on what Gia said, people need to remember that Andrew Cuomo, first time he ran, he said, private unions good, public teachers bad, especially the teachers. And he's been attacking the public schools his whole 8 years. And as a result, there were 6 teachers locals descended from the Teachers Statewide Federation, NYSA, who stayed neutral on the governor's race because they couldn't get behind Cuomo. He's been so bad. We had 6 teachers locals endorse us last time. So what she's saying about rank and file being angry, I know that to be true just from the last time we ran 4 years ago. And we're going to go back to those teachers. And we're going to get them involved in the campaign. And that's why I'm so glad we got a school teacher and a teamster, independent labor chick.